3 rings. We are looking at least 15 individual rings with plenty of room all the way through, in between there, and plus. So we're gonna get ready right now to travel the world with the one and only Jay King. And that is exactly what Jay does. He does travel the world looking for unique, rare mine finds. So I said we have, and Jay doesn't know this, and I know, I've been working with Jay coming on 29 years. Jay, we are doing lapis like we have never done before. This is the most sought after, the most precious, expensive of all lapis, and this is no joke. $69 and change. You hear that giggle, don't you? Yeah, 60, never has that been done and never will it again. No way, no how. Even at the HSN price, which was amazingly discounted, which is almost double that, is double that. It is a customer favorite. It was $159.95. You can't beat that anywhere in the marketplace. And today we have 4 monthly flex payments as well, so you can break up those payments over the next 4 months. I'm gonna showcase something right here that Jay, I see you. Jay, come over here. I know it's live, we didn't introduce you. I just want you to see something.
Okay.
Because my favorite part is seeing, because I know we work together. Yes, you, of course you are. Okay, you know this bracelet.
I do, it's Chilean.
This is not even scheduled for an airing, and I'm like, no way. When I saw this at this opportunity buy, I said, please, Jay, you know this is Chilean.
Right.
Inlaid.
Correct.
All handmade.
Correct.
Was over $300, easily.
Easily.
$169.98 today. Listen, you can just do the silver and it would be more expensive than that.
I was going to say, I need to be buying from whoever you're getting this from. Because I can save myself a lot of time.
True.
And probably make more money.
Exactly. And you know, you always see us standing up or sitting down, so it's kind of nice to see us standing up. But what is Jay King? What does he do? He's just the best. And he travels the world, flies all different kind of, sometimes little scary places. We love hearing the stories, but we love what you do. Your team is all in-house. Everything is handcrafted. So we say, you know, from mine to jewelry, by hand to you. And no place else are you gonna be able to get that opportunity. And I'm so thrilled, first off, about these next 2 hours. Can I get your reaction? I know we're gonna start with one of my favorites and we're gonna talk about some of the most beautiful varicite in the world. Did you see this?
I know, you know, like
69,
what's so crazy?
what?
Well, like it's the grade of the material and everything. And I mean, that's really insane.
I gotta put that on too.
It really totally. To be honest with you, I won't say I couldn't do that for you because I couldn't do it for you because just the material alone right now.
You don't have it.
I don't.
You don't have it.
You know, like
plain and simple.
I've been talking about this for some time.
Years.
Now in 2025, we're going to have lapis, but we're going to have denim lapis.
Yeah.
I'll have this grade of lapis maybe in cabochon form, so there'll be some rings, earrings, cuffs, that kind of thing. But as far as neckwear, you're going to see what I'm talking about. I mean,
we've been
just
seeing
cannot
that.
do it. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we start off with something brand new and a launch, I believe, right? This is brand new?
This is, yes.
Yeah, it's a launch, okay. I'm so confused because everything's at a sale price today. It's like, even our brand new pieces that we're launching are incredible buys.
This right here, just so everybody knows that this is probably one of the last designs I'll be able to make in this varicite. They haven't mined it now for well over, this came from the Penny family. I've had this in my inventory for well over 10 years, the raw material. I've been working through it.
I'm reaching, is the Penny family the girl miners?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that story. Yeah, tell it. It's so,
They're out of
so
Beaver,
cool.
Utah. And when I first went to this mine, anywhere in the world that you go and you see this varicite, and this literally sets the mark for varicite. This particular varicite rough, and you can see, that's why I actually brought the sample to show you. This material is so clean. It's unbelievable for varicite. I only have actually 4 different sources on varicite. 2 of them, I really don't have any material left. I have now on this extremely, extremely limited. An interesting thing about varicite, in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 70s, a lot of the turquoises that were being purchased, a lot of high-end turquoise at that time, because they really didn't have the testing processes that they have now. There are certain things that were marketed as turquoise that really truly are Veracite. So some of and they were more of the greener type looks. People thought they were turquoise, and the reason is Veracite is so similar. But once they started using spectrometers and a lot of different testing methods that the GIA uses now, then now they could clarify that that wasn't really a turquoise. This is a natural Veracite. It's mined in Utah. And it's got the distinction of, this is one of the very, very few mines I've ever been to in my entire life where all the miners are women.
I love that. That's just, it's so cool.
Dave owns the deposit, and Dave, Dave taught them, and Dave, he was there.
Right?
Dave was there mining too, but it was all his daughters, and they were, they grew up learning how to work equipment, and they'd be out there that were just working this equipment like you would not believe. It was really amazing. It's one of the only mining operations I've ever been to where everybody, Dave was the only man on the mine site. His daughters, it was all women.
Oh, I love that. And this green, so let's talk about Veracite, like you said, because that's the rough that we just showed you. Just don't mind me as I'm changing out from my different jewelry. All right, so this green, I look at it on Angie, it's like almost neon. It's like lit within. Like it almost like if it was dark in here, you would be able to see this color.
Well, the thing with this Veracite, and what makes it so unusual and actually makes it more valuable, although we're going to be showing you another Veracite here pretty quick that's also extremely expensive, extremely expensive. What was so interesting about this material, it is so clean, and that's the whole thing. It's the color consistency, but it's the clarity of the material. All the other Veracites, like I said, I have 4 Veracites, and you'll see later on we're going to be showing Boulder Veracite. There is no other Veracite in the world that I've ever seen or experienced, or I don't know anybody who has a cleaner material than this. This actually set a world standard. They haven't mined it. Dave's not really mining anymore, and we, just like anything, we all get older, and I don't think the girls are mining. I don't see any material anymore, and nobody has this material. The only reason I have this material is that back in the day, I bought huge quantities of it. We've been working on it ever since, but this is unfortunately, one of the materials that I'm now run out, and I have no way to replace it.
So when Jay says that, we know as collectors.
I have a very few, I've just got a little bit that maybe I could make like a cuff bracelet. I could do some cabs.
Okay,
but
not a full necklace.
No, there's no way that I couldn't even on these, I couldn't even make 10 of these for you, those necklaces. I don't have the material to do it.
And event price, Jay, both the necklace, because everything is on sale, even though they're launching, and the same thing with the cuff bracelet. So we're going to move you on to that, featuring, again,
you've actually seen footage of me at this deposit. And it's off a cattle station, and that's what the Australians call a ranch, right?
A cattle station?
Yeah, they're a cattle station, or just a station. That's a ranch. It could be sheep, it could be cattle, but in this case, it was a cattle station, and we got up in the wee hours of the morning, like before the light came up, and we drove almost half the day, and we started at the ranch house to get to this, and we never left the property. So some of these stations, these ranches in Australia, are the size of like a state in America. Like
really?
I think this cattle station would probably be about the size of Connecticut, or maybe the size of Maryland. I mean, that's how big it was. Here's the thing with this. This is Boulder Veracite. And you've actually seen me at the deposit at the mine, and what it is, it's that clean green variscite, but then it's in the host rock. I will tell you this right now: if the greatest thing that I could do is take you to Tucson to the Gem and Mineral Show, and show you what they sell this for. A cabochon like this at the Tucson Gem Show, in this quality and that size, just the cab alone would be well over $100.
Just by itself,
Just
not
by
the
itself.
silver.
And that's selling to the trade.
If you could find it.
To the trade. Yeah, I do know 2 people from Australia that actually cut custom cabochons, and people go to them, but they're literally something that size and of that quality would probably be right around $100, maybe even $125.
Sure. And it just, look at that. It's so beautiful. That whole ensemble, from the necklace to the earrings to the matching cuff bracelet, unlike any other green, unlike any other gem that you're going to see. Even for us here, you can search, and I always say, please go to hsn.com, search JG.
Have you ever been on with somebody else that ever sold Verisite?
Never.
That sold this?
Never. That's what I'm saying. Even for you, it's very rare.
Well,
that
now
we
and
don't
then, like
see
I said, we go back to the statue. I don't really know. I don't know of any other company that actually has the material to work with. So that I personally know. So I didn't know whether you had been on the air with somebody, because it is available. I mean, the Penny family. I don't have an exclusive on it for sure.
It's a really cool piece already. So we'll keep you updated. We have fewer than 100 with everyone in the ordering process. That HSN price will be $279. It's $219.98, which means it's under $45, and we'll ship it right out to you. Jay, we have a mystery deal, and I believe we have like 5 an hour. What it is a mystery to all of us. But what we can tell you, it's a very limited special, last of the quantity, and an incredible, incredible price. So let's talk about quartzite, which is our first one. I'll just go ahead and I'll shift these over. Less than a minute, or sellout. First time we are doing this and featuring all these beautiful, first off, the colors in here, from grays to greens to ivories to taupes to tans. It's like magical stones. We originally offered this for $174.95. Why don't we do this? Let's go right down and take 50% off of the HSN price and feature this today for $79.99 for the first 100 people that can jump into the ordering process. It's 839-333. So Jay, quickly before this is gone, tell us a little bit about this unique, it's banded quartzite.
It's a banded quartzite. It comes out of Indonesia. And this is kind of what I do. I mean, this is what we're all about. It's a niche business. And these are going out and finding materials like this that have never, I don't know anybody that even has this. I've never seen it at Tucson at the Gem Show. I'd never ever seen the material. These are things though that you have to understand. This isn't a mine. This is like a rock hound that went out. They found an outcropping. They mined it. They don't even know what it is. I honestly didn't know what I thought this was. Could even be some form of opal, because it has a lot of
looks like it could be
opal
that
characteristics.
We're going to scoot us on because it's going to sell out, Jay. But congratulations for our collectors out there. You don't want to miss out on that. If you don't have the HSN charge card, today would be a great day for you to apply. You can take $10 off your very first purchase and enjoy all the great perks like today, where we're featuring 4 monthly flex payments on all of jewelry. Add an additional month when you shop with your HSN charge card. So an exciting day to what we're calling shine into fall. All right, this, I'm gonna just say it right up bat. This is nuts. And I know that, just again, for those who are just tuning in, excuse me for saying that, but honestly, Jay, you've been telling us for how many years now about what has happened in the world of this specific, the finest grade of lapis in the world. It's been getting less and less available for you. Well, you had a lot.
Well, what happened with the lapis, which is really, there's several geopolitical reasons, a lot of different things. The key thing is with this. Now, don't get me wrong. I can take you to yards where there's 50, maybe 100 metric tons of lapis. The key thing, there won't be a single kilo of this grade of material. And that's the big thing. It's all about the grade. This real high blue, mostly what you're seeing like this now, if people have it, and I'm not going to speak for other people, but I guarantee a lot of the material that I'm seeing now, I have people approaching me right now. They're trying to sell me. They've got cut beads. They've got things like that. I say, really? I mean, this really looks really nice. And they'll give me a price. And I say, well, look, I don't buy anybody else's, cut beads or anything like that. But I would be greatly interested in buying your rough material from you.
And what happens?
No, they don't do that. And here's the reason why. But I already know the answer. And the reason they won't sell me the rough is it's just what it is denim lapis, and then they've color enhanced it. So what are we going to have next year for 2025 for beaded necklaces in lapis? I will have lapis, but it won't be this. It's not going to be this grade. It won't be that color. It's going to be a denim lapis. It's a really good quality denim lapis.
It's very pretty.
We've searched it out, and we're buying the best of the best. But there's no way. And to be quite honest, okay, even right now, if I had my warehouses chock full of lapis, right, at the original price that I used to get this material at, there's no way in heck I could do it even
at the
do
original
it for that price. I
$69.98.
But there's no way that is not possible. We're the manufacturers. I cannot make that. I can't make that even if I told you what the sterling silver enhancer costs, and we manufacture that. You would understand. You could not buy the rough materials and actually do that piece and sell it at that price. It is impossible. That is beyond crazy.
That's what I said. When I even said to my producer, this has to be a mistake. Like, we're not, first off, barely seeing any of the finest lapis that we're showing you, the rough right there, in necklaces. Like, we'll see, you said, cabochons and things of that nature. Then I saw $69, like, all right, this is definitely a typo. This is a customer pick. This is a #1 favorite. This has a comparative, very conservative retail at $199. It's $69. Now, here's the thing. FlexPay, it's under $18. If this speaks to you in any way, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We cannot and will not. You heard just what Jay says. Just doesn't have the supply. And even if he did, there's no way we could bring it in at under $70. This is not touched. This is the real thing. And what does that mean? I'll show you the rough right here. This is that rough that you have for years been able to get amazing, amazing supplies of. But through the last, I would say, 7, 8 years, you've been saying, I'm not getting.
Well, what happened with this material, okay, with the lapis, and this particular lapis, now, there are commercial mines in Afghanistan where they harvest they mine the lapis. But it's all with the lapis you see, like I have in my house, I have lapis tiles.
Yeah.
It's that great.
But it's not this great.
Right. This is what's missing. This is this. And this all comes from the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan. It's all mined in very, very small independent deposits. And it's usually owned by the village, right? It's a way for them. The thing even on, if you think about this, where this grade of material is found and where this particular sample came from, it came from deep in the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan, and there is no infrastructure there. All of this, just so you know, all of this material originally came down out of the hills, either on horseback, mules, or in a backpack. That's how they transport it. They transport it, they harvest it, they mine it. That's why you'll never see any massive pieces of this grade of lapis. And I have seen people, I had a friend that had this huge sample, and then he actually showed me a picture. He didn't take it, but the person who actually mined it, he took it. And how they got it down the mountain, think about this, they had 2 horses, and then they had a stretcher in between the horses, and then in the center of the stretcher, they had the piece of lapis. So that's how they transport out there. In this region where this material comes from, if you got running water, that means that you got a stream in your backyard. So I mean, there's even electricity and power is unheard of. They do have like little generators. I've seen photos where they have little generators so they can charge their radio and things like that. But yeah, I mean, this is in the middle. I mean, there just really is like, I can't really go into the region, but people tell me it's like walking back in time.
Yeah.
So the people that I used, the traders I used, what happened that I can see, it used to be, especially in these regions in Afghanistan, your father did what his father did, and his father had done what his father before. And so a lot of the traders, and what's happened because of everything that's happened over the past 3-4 decades in Afghanistan, which is really sad. They're going back through it all over again, is that there's a whole generation missing. And a lot of people aren't really taking on the traditional trades anymore. And this was something that, because of that, there is probably material out there, and it's probably being mined, but there's no way to transport it. There's no way to get it. All of those lines just kind of broke down.
And that ultimately is what happened with you, right?
Yeah,
I mean, just...
Yeah. Well, even my original lapis connections I have, and I'm not saying that I know everybody in the business, but I know a few.
You know a lot.
There were people, how I got turned on to lapis in Afghanistan, believe it or not, was friends of mine in college who went to the Peace Corps. And they went to Afghanistan, and they're the ones that turned me on to it.
Isn't that something? How many years ago was that? It was
70s, so
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
That's what, 40, almost 50, close to 50 years ago.
And then the thing in the last 10 years is where you've been saying, like, okay, I'm going to bring you what I can, but it's not going to be a lot of beads. It's not going to be a lot of necklaces. And I can promise you it's not going to be at under $18 in this incredible HSN sale price.
Well, I don't even know why they're doing this.
I don't.
But here again, I couldn't replace this.
Either.
There's no way. But right there is a really good shot. Okay, do you see the color and clarity of this lapis material? And here again, this is the natural color. It has not been enhanced. So much of the lapis right now, what's happening is when you see the colors like this and you see that real high blue, vivid blue like this, it's because they've done an enhancement process to it. They've changed the color of it.
And I would love to show those matching earrings that both Angie and I are wearing because they are so beautiful. I love these heart drop earrings. They're over 2 inches in length and they're on sale today for $74.98. They're so pretty. That's all 100% custom made, all that metal, everything about them. Lightweight on the neck. And I'm switching out of my necklace because that's almost gone, but here you can see this close up. Isn't that pretty, Jay? It's a beautiful design.
This is all, okay, these are all gallery designs, so they're limited and they're standalone earrings. That means that they weren't part of a set or anything like that. We did them in different materials, but this is, again, what sets this off, and the reason Rick probably wrote this in the show, it's got that same, this is all AAA, AAA lapis right here. Normally when you see this lapis in this grade, it would be set in gold. Yeah. Very, I mean, nobody in their right mind really would use that grade in silver. So.
Okay, we're gonna go into another mystery deal. Alrighty, let's check this out because they are little fringe earrings. They're just over 2 inches in length. I have fewer than 40 of these to go around. We originally offered them for $129.95. We took over 30% off. And we're offering them today for $89.98 for FlexPay on all jewelry, so less than $23. Talk about fun and talk about a beautiful pair of earrings that you are going to reach for over and over and over again.
These are, like, I didn't design this. One of my designers, they did this. I just love this. It's got all motion and everything.
So cute.
You know what? I call them flapper earrings.
Yeah,
it's like,
it looks like.
It reminds me of like the Roaring 20s, like the flappers. I really I like how when you see them on. they have really a nice presence to them.
Oh,
And again, this is a great value. It's in midnight black chalcedony, so everybody needs something in basic black.
So much. Okay, speaking of basic black, but not just basic, I had to put
This
this
is Sleeping
on.
Beauty, by the way.
Sleeping Beauty, which has a story within itself, and talk about workmanship and craftsmanship that only very few people are able to do. That's all inlaid work. This is so high-end, so gallery, so boutique. Even for us here at HSN in our gallery collection from Jay's Pieces, they're usually like $399. It wouldn't have surprised me in the least that this is not in that category. But here's another little surprise for us on our big fall jewelry event today. It's another event price. So we originally offered this, let me get this straight, for $179. Outstanding value. Take a look at our special event price today. It is under $100. I know Jay doesn't even know that. I know. There's many stories going on here, from the craftsmanship to the overall design to the fact that we're talking Sleeping Beauty turquoise and one of the craziest specials. It's like another special in the day.
Even like doing this, you realize this is all natural Sleeping Beauty. If you look at
And
how
a lot of it, Jay.
Well, look how we've done this. Okay,
So cool.
And this is what's really cool. Because of we are who we are and we do what we do, we actually are the ones that have created and developed a lot of different technologies and a lot of different ways to do it. The only way you could do something like this is totally by hand, right? Everything is done from scratch by hand. So in this case, we had see the nuggets? Those are all Sleeping Beauty nuggets encased in there. Okay, those are all nuggets. Every one of those they're small. They're smaller nuggets, so you could drill them and you could string them, but you would have to make like probably a 4 or 5, maybe even a 10-strand necklace for that to really come to life. And the cost of it would be like crazy. So I didn't have a lot of these, but I had this material, this Sleeping Beauty material, clear blue. And so we were playing around with this and we were trying to figure out how in the heck can we utilize this material. It's too nice to just sit there. What can we do? What kind of design can we do with this? And so we came up with this method. And what it is, we take midnight chalcedony, they carve it, they Dremel that out. That's all carved out. We set we put the nuggets, the Sleeping Beauty nuggets in there, and then it's covered, and it's almost like glass. It's like a silica type thing, and we bake that. And you have to be really careful. They bake it down and they heat it up, and they're able to harden and seal it, and then so it doesn't affect the turquoise, so cool. And that is the natural color of it. I wish I could do more designs like this, but I really don't. I've got very, very little of that material now. This pretty much ate it up. It's not like I had oodles and boodles of it, but here again, they're doing something that is just totally insane.
Oh yeah.
There is no way. There is absolutely no way to manufacture that. And we are not only the designers, we're the manufacturers. I mean, all hands on. We do everything in-house. It would be impossible. It is impossible for me to actually create that necklace and be able to sell it for that price. It is not possible. So I just want to let you know, my original price that we were selling this for, that was an incredible price to be able to do that.
At $179 is the customer pick.
At $179, that was an incredible value for what it is. This is beyond crazy. I mean, it really is not real. You couldn't, as a manufacturer, you could not build that and sell it at that price. This is something they're doing for the event. It's nothing that I could do.
No,
There's no way that I could do that.
And mark this when you get this at home, for collectors out there like myself, that it's Sleeping Beauty. You know that this is a mine that's no longer open anymore. I think we just kind of take it for granted.
No, it's iconic. It's
yeah.
Actually, the last two holdouts were the Kingman mine, which is still functioning, and the Sleeping Beauty mine. The Sleeping Beauty mine was iconic. You know, you've actually, Monty, the owner, the last owner of the Sleeping Beauty Mine, has actually been on air with us here on the show. What was really incredible with the Sleeping Beauty, when Monty announced that they were closing it and that they weren't really getting any material out for a long time, he really didn't have an option, to be quite frank. I mean, there really wasn't anything you could do. When they closed it, though, it started something in the turquoise world that I've never, ever experienced in my entire life. It sent the cost of Sleeping Beauty and American turquoise through the roof, where it's still at today. This is, right now, not only one of the most expensive turquoise roughs that you can buy, but it is just totally impossible to find it.
And that's it. And you get it here. It's that robin's egg blue color that, you know, again, is always
the clarity. Turquoise. That was the clarity in the color. There was a lot of the original material that actually had like a black matrix in it, but this is the material that was iconic. This is what it was known for. What's really interesting is where you really find the true, what really started and really kind of set the price for Sleeping Beauty is, you ought to see what they sell it for in Italy.
Oh, I remember you telling me story is like, oh.
England, France, Germany. You know, if you go into the galleries and you see Sleeping Beauty and see what they charge, well, an 8mm beaded necklace in that quality, an 8mm, which is, you know, a fairly big thing, can be $10,000, $15,000. I mean, it's like, it's really, really, really crazy, and people buy it. It's like a status symbol.
And that's why this, please don't miss out on this.
Well, you know, and here again, they're doing this. I don't know why they're doing this, but it's not that I couldn't even, there's no way that I could. I would love to manufacture that and sell it to you at that price. I would love to. It's just not doable.
The earrings sold out without us even talking about it. I know we still have hundreds of you in the ordering process for this fabulous necklace. Remember, HSN price on this is $179.95. It's an $80 savings just by watching us this afternoon. Okay, so we mentioned the gallery collection. And that a lot of times is from Jay's private stock that he may have of certain material. Well, this is 100% that of that boutique high-end gallery collection. Very few people in the world are even able to do inset inlay like this that we're showcasing, let alone over $100 savings off of our customer pick favorite bracelet at $289. We'll tell you about the value of Chilean turquoise, hopefully, if we have a chance, where it's not even scheduled for a full presentation, and it may not even last for a full presentation, especially at the first time at this savings, and a chance to get it home for $34 with FlexPay. Have this looked at. I mean, I would say that about any of Jay's pieces, because they're all so unique and all special, and everything truly has a story, but that definitely, every piece in turquoise, that's where it all started. It's a signature stone for Jay. Okay. Also, quick update before we do our reversible bracelet, which I'm excited to share that with you. One of our mystery deals are completely sold out. So that was the quartzite necklace. That was so cool. Very, very, very cool. Okay, well, we're gonna talk about our black cassette. We had a chance to do a little preview on this the other day and almost sold out. It is another huge opportunity buy because this is just not something you typically find. It's the amazing team Jay has, they're artisans, everything's hand done. This is black chalcedony, and it completely reverses to a full abalone inlaid bracelet. It's basically one size will fit most because it is on that jeweler's stretch elastic, and we have it on sale for the first time at over 50% off for $69.98. 4 flex pays, under $18, and we're gonna ship this to you. And yeah, you're gonna show how difficult, right, Jay, is it to reverse it? It's all natural stone, everything you're seeing.
Well, it's hard to make it, it's easy to reverse it.
You know what, that's true. That could be your tagline.
With this, you know, like this was part of a series, a set that we did of reversibles. This is actually a design that I did. It's an idea that I had. And what I love about it is totally functional as far as you get 2 completely different looks all by making one buy, right? And just the ease of this. Plus, what I like with these types of designs is you really don't have to worry about sizing. I always say on this, like, one size fits most. You know, there are exceptions to every rule. I mean, there's people that have really, I mean, just petite wrists that maybe it might be a little too big for. Or if you have a really large wrist, it would go on, but maybe be a little too tight. So what I love about this is I love the combination of the materials. And to tell you the truth, I hope you're loving this, because I would love, I wish that everybody would fall in love with abalone, because where I get this from is New Zealand. And I look for every excuse that I can find to go back to New Zealand. It's one of the places that should be on everybody's bucket list. If you've never been to New Zealand, it's really a very interesting place. It's one of the places I have to tell you, if I ever left America, it would be a place that I would consider settling down. It is just an amazing country.
It's just the landscape, everything, the people.
No, it's just the people. I would live in the southern part, in the mountainous areas, but it's just a beautiful place. But here again, you get abalone, and then you flip that over, and you get black chalcedony, but not black chalcedony, just faceted. So you get like that blingy look, that sparkle, that gleam. But here again, you're making one buy, and I just saw the stupid price.
Unreal.
I mean, come on, guys.
Okay, we're gonna go into another mystery deal. We'll keep you updated on this fabulous bracelet. By the way, it's like I'm going from one necklace to the next, so everything's so beautiful in this hour. I just changed into Peruvian turquoise.
No, that's a
You don't
story
even know
in
about
itself.
this. It's a story, it's coming up. All right, quick special here. First 80 people. Is this not the coolest inlay work you've ever seen of spiny oyster and turquoise? Okay, we originally offered this at $179.95. It's $119.99, over 30% off, on sale as part of one of our mystery deal specials. I've never seen anything like this before, Jay, and I've been working with you for almost 29 years.
You know what I love with this? It almost looks natural. It's not, it's a mosaic. It is natural materials, but it's like a mosaic inlay. So, but just how all of the materials come together, it's just such an unusual, unique look. And this is spruce mountain, and then of course, orange and red spiny oyster from the Sea of Cortez in the Baja Peninsula of Mexico.
Yeah, all righty. Well, I will let everybody know that is going to be gone in a matter of seconds. Now, Jay, coming up, and correct me if I'm wrong, I learned all my knowledge from Jay King.
Okay, well then that's your first mistake.
Isn't it true that this Peruvian turquoise is the most expensive?
It is the most expensive turquoise that I have in my turquoise.
For a reason.
Materials.
It doesn't get any more vibrant, high blue than what you're looking at here. It's coming up next, and more special surprises. All jewelry specially priced. We have a wonderful quick buy from Colleen, a cute dress. Take a listen.
I'm gonna just say it. Summer heat is dragging us all down, unless you have cool style. Cool style, that is, by Colleen Lopez. Her knit endless summer dress is the easy popover dress that you can just throw on and walk out the door. But little details like the dolman sleeve and the V neckline, they just make it easily styled for more. Take a look at the way that Colleen styles it on her summer adventures. Sometimes she uses a belt, ties up the sleeves, up or down, or she adds accessories like a pop of color bag. Every dress color is versatile, especially the black and black floral. But you can also pick the black animal, purple animal, green floral, or sapphire floral, which I happen to be wearing. It's effortless style from our fashion queen, Colleen. Scan the QR code right now or shop the item number on hsn.com or on the HSN app.
Korez was born in the oldest homeopathic pharmacy in Athens, Greece. Unlock the best of nature and science, bringing you results that you can see and feel.
Okay, so the story is only getting juicier and juicier about Peruvian turquoise that we were just talking about over our quick break. Hope you're enjoying our big fall special jewelry event. Jay King is here as well, truly our #1 jewelry brand at HSN. Every piece is handcrafted for you. Every piece has a story. And when I saw this as part of our event today, I knew it had to be specially priced because everything's specially priced on the event. So I'm like, wait a minute, this was amazing at $159 because I remember launching this with you. We don't have many of these to go around.
Yeah, we couldn't make. There's not like we were limited on the material.
Right, and so we took over 20% off, which we love. You know, again, savings is unheard of on one of the most sought after color blues and turquoise. $30 with FlexPay, an opportunity to get this home in the next couple of days and see for yourself. But I'm going to turn things right over because there's a lot to talk about. We don't see Peruvian opal, see, I'm saying opal, Peruvian turquoise very often.
Well, you don't see it often. I found it in 2023 is when we first got introduced to this mine. It's a brand new mine. There have been in the past, or they say that there have been turquoise mines in Peru. If you do your research on it, I've never seen Peruvian turquoise before. I've seen Persian, I've never seen Peruvian. We were introduced to this mine by one of the Chilean miners that I buy, that has a turquoise mine in Chile that I buy from. This is a relative of his, and that's how I found out about it. Here's the thing with this material and this design. I'm going to tell you something that's really interesting, and I just want you to think about this, okay? I found this in 2023. It is in 48 years of being in this business, I paid more for this turquoise than any turquoise that I've ever paid for in my life, okay? I've had a lot of people try to sell me turquoise that was this expensive. But I never bought any of it. I couldn't make it work. Now, I'm going to tell you something.
Was it the color, Jay? What everything about it that you were willing to?
Well, number one, there's not this material is what everybody wants. This is what everybody's going for. This real high, clear blue material, natural blue, real robin's egg blue.
Yeah.
Clear. This rivals any Sleeping Beauty that you can ever get. I also have a lot of materials like my royal blue from Chile that is the same grade. But to be able to get this deal and to make this go, I had to pay a lot of money for it. Honestly, I want you to think about this. This is something you would never, this material is so expensive, you never in your life, in your wildest dreams, would make any necklace out of it. You would never do a design. You would never cut it. You would never make any kind of beaded project out of this turquoise. It's too expensive. This material is only meant to be used in cabochons or like that big free form that you see up there. So I just want everybody to be aware of this. When we originally made this, I had more money in the turquoise raw material, no labor, no drilling, no polishing, no sterling silver findings, no nothing, no boxing, none of the things that I have to do. I had more money in just the nuggets, the material, than we were selling it for. Wow. So I was losing money just at material, and then all the money I lost from all the labor, all of the findings, everything. I literally lost money to make this design. So you would go, well, like, that's kind of stupid. Why would you do that? Okay, this is, right now, this mine is active. In this year, I have 3 Chilean mines that are actually producing turquoise that I actually bought more rough, and the Peruvian mine. They're the only 4 mines right now that so far this year that are producing any turquoise that I'm actually able to buy more rough stock. So these, which if you look at these are all small natural nuggets. What do they all have in common, except for the big spacer beads? What do they all have in common? they're not big enough to cut cabochons.
Right.
They're also not big enough if you wanted to cut beads, but the main thing, the material's not big enough to cut a cabochon. You know, you'd have to cut like a little 3 millimeter or 2 millimeter, you know, round bead or cab. You know, I just don't do that kind of thing. So what I'm doing is I'm biting the bullet. If I actually price this necklace at what it really should cost by costing in what I paid for the turquoise, I think that you would be shocked at what the price would be. You would literally be shocked. You would go, wow, I mean, that's pretty expensive, Jay. And so you know, what I'm doing is, this is a way for me to move the material, right? All my other big material, I'm cutting into cabs, I'm putting in my jewelry. But what it does is it generates cash flow. I'm able to get cash out of these small nuggets that would just sit there in the warehouse anyway. There's no, you know, I can't really cut them into cabs. So all I'm doing, honestly, even at the original price, I was churning dollars. So what that enables me to do, though, is now buy more of the Peruvian rough.
Right.
So that's how I make it up, right? I'm freeing up my cash on material that I'm not really going to be able to utilize in my cab program, and I'm, you know, turning it back into turquoise.
What are people saying about this on the outside, this color? Because this...
No, this is like beyond Sleeping Beauty, guys.
It's impeccable.
Okay.
It's impeccable.
This right now, okay, this turquoise is some of the clearest, cleanest, hardest, natural. This is all the natural color, but it's natural art. You know, on this material, you don't even need to stabilize it. We do, because all stabilizing does, it doesn't change the color. It seals it. So it's not going to change colors down the road. It will always remain. The turquoise that they found in a lot of the Egyptian tombs that are as bright blue, it stabilized it. It's just that they stabilized it with beeswax. We don't do that, right? So it's stabilized, but it's natural. But as far as color and everything, it's all the natural color. But this material is so hard that you don't have to do anything, absolutely nothing to it. But what the real key thing is the clarity and the color. But this price right here, the original price we were selling at it, wouldn't even cover the cost of the turquoise material that was in the design. That price didn't cover the actual price of what the turquoise cost.
And there is a Peruvian, you were talking about the larger millimeter stones. We have one cuff bracelet in a beautiful, look at this master intricacy at the scroll detailing in the silver and the cuff bracelet. It's also at a sale price today. It's very limited. It's coming up in our next hour. But there's that high blue, that clean, bright, beautiful, beautiful blue. That truly, if I saw Angie wearing this necklace and this bracelet, I would say she is wearing that $10,000 Sleeping Beauty necklace that you see in Europe. Or, you know, a $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 cuff bracelet. This is what, you know, turquoise is truly what people love, and I just wish we had more of these, Jay.
When you walk around with this, though, I want you to think about this. Look at it. This is, like when you see turquoise, this is the color of the finest turquoise in the world, on planet Earth. This is what everybody's going. Now, I do have some green turquoises and stuff that are equally valuable, and they're nice, but they're not near the cost of this. I mean, they couldn't even touch the cost of this. This is what's really, truly rare. And like I said, of all the turquoise mines I deal with, of all the turquoise connections that I have, in 2024, I have four mines that actually produced rough that I could buy this year in 2024. I have 4 out of, 18 different mines that are currently active or you consider active. They're not getting any material. Nothing is coming out. You know, back, at least in 23, like I got Spruce Mountain. I was getting in 21, 22. Usually I get anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 new mines, turquoise mines, in any given year. But now it's to the point where nothing is coming out of the ground.
That's scary.
I mean, there is no turquoise. But to be able to get this, but I'm just telling you, on the value, no kidding. Absolutely. The cost of the turquoise alone is more than what we were originally selling this for. It costs more, the rough material cost more than what we were actually selling the finished product for.
Unreal. I am so excited for you to get this at home. And it just popped. You will get a million compliments. Congratulations. We do have another mystery deal we want to share with everyone. And it just happens to be a ring that I was wearing. I didn't realize it was part of our mystery deal. So we're going to highlight that. And I do want to also mention that Peruvian turquoise cuff bracelet, that's going to be coming up for you in our next hour. But it's very, very, very limited. Okay. Here's a ring as our mystery deal. Over 45% off. It was originally $149.95. It's $79.90. This is one of those really sleek, modern, cool turquoise pieces. By the way, this is also from Jay's Gallery collection. And this is also natural. This is a costume jewelry price that we are offering in sizes 5 through size 12 for the first time ever at over 45% off. Can you comment just real quickly on this?
Part of the gallery collection, really unique. Here again, the only place to get these kind of designs is right here. We designed this, we manufacture this. This is Campitos. It's not Campitos Blue Ice. It was some of the other turquoise that came out of the Campitos deposit. Here again, this material is rarer than hen's teeth. It's highly collectible. And unfortunately, the Campitos Blue Ice material that I'm so proud of that we have, in 2025, that'll be the last year. We're just down to the wire right now on material. We have very, very, very little of this rough left. This will be one of those mines that my specimen will go on in the case on the wall of never to be seen again.
Uh-oh, we'd never want to hear that. And this is also a customer pick. All right, Jay, we have yet another mystery deal that we want to showcase, and this is another one you're going to lose. You're just like, what? How in the world possible? It is Azure Peaks, I believe. Let me just double check on that. Yes, it is Azure Peaks. It's a Beat It 18-inch necklace with your 2 3/4-inch extender. I have fewer than 100 of these to go around. We originally offered this at $149.95. We're taking 50% off.
I mean, even this is completely stupid. I mean, come on. And this is Azure Peaks, and what's interesting with this is a material that comes out of Mongolia. This is the material that was mined later. Once they opened up the copper pit, and they started doing the open. It's a pit mine, but it's an open pit mine, and they're mining primarily copper. Although there are other, they're getting iron, they're getting also aluminum out of the deposit. But copper is what they're primarily going for. This is the material, the high blue material that we got later on. This material is at least 10 years old, if not long. Not more like 15, but I haven't received any turquoise from the Mongolian Azure Peaks deposit in 10 years.
So what an opportunity this is. $22.50.
Well, I don't want to give you, here's the thing, that's not really a real price. It's a great deal, it's a stupid deal. Here again, with this, you also get the 2 3/4-inch extender. The great thing about a design like this is a go-to design, right? It's just something that you'll constantly have a use for. You can wear it as a layering piece. You can use it as a standalone piece because you get the 2 3/4-inch extender chain. It allows you to either wear it a little bit higher, wear it a little bit lower, fit it wherever you want.
Okay, we'll let you know when that's completely sold out. It is 866-636 is the item number. I wish we had another 50 of those, but we don't. So we'll let you know when it is gone. Alrighty, so now we're gonna talk about another very unusual special. So I want to get the bracelet that we had earlier, Jay, because remember we did.
Because it goes back to
it
this.
Does. It goes
actually,
right back to it.
They were made during that whole creative spur that I did this. I love this combination.
Well, you're going to love this because this is another nutty special that we're offering. It was originally $149.95. Watch, everyone. This is so cool.
Okay, check this out.
it reverses.
Okay, but truly reversible, right? Not kind of reversible.
How wild is that?
Right? A totally different look, right? Just by reversing it. When you flip it over, who doesn't need something in basic black? Look at that.
Color
Look how
like
it
you've never
changes.
seen.
And then that is, it's abalone. That comes from New Zealand. They call it powa shell down there. But now, a lot of the powa shell, a lot of the abalone you see is actually color enhanced and treated. This is what it looks like naturally.
Oh, that is, okay. $89.99.
Come on, guys.
It's,
You know, here again,
I have 50 lucky people.
even the original price, the reason that we can do that price, the original price,
Yeah.
is because that we're a niche business and how we work, right? That we're working it from the raw materials. That was a great, great price. More, I mean, a tremendous value.
I will let you know when it's sold out. Oh, it's another one. I wish all these specials, we have like maybe 50 of them go around. Same thing with our Larimar. You know, one of my all-time
Larimar
favorites.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful Larimar. We have the necklace, which will absolutely take your breath away. Also from that gallery collection. It is just simply stunning. Was originally $429. It's $399.98. First time at that sale price. And then the drop earrings were originally $109. I want to say those are actually even better, $86.98. I have $129. So I have completely the wrong information right here, but I'm going to take the one that we're going with here. Jay, I know this is also a very quick special because we don't have many of these, but Larimar, something we don't see that often.
You don't really see it from me that often. There's a reason for that. I don't, people that have shopped with me, you know the story. So the Larimar is one of the very few raw materials that I've never been able to do a deal with directly with the mine. And why, I don't know. I discovered this material in the late 70s before anybody really even knew about it. It was kind of, the first time I ever saw it was at Tucson. There was somebody, actually they were in quartzite and from the Dominican Republic. And he had some of this raw material, this rough material. And later on, I chased it down to where he would just bought it. So I chased it. So this material and I go back to the 70s. There's only one deposit, comes out of the Dominican Republic. It's just one big, it's a mining operation. I have never been able to buy it directly from the mine, and I don't know why. I could either get the quality I want, but then they wouldn't give me the price that I needed. Or they would give me the price, but they wouldn't give me the quality. I mean, the quality would just, wouldn't be to my standard. It wouldn't work out. So I get this, it's one of the few materials that I buy from somebody else that's a middleman. And what's so crazy, I get the really good quality and the price.
You do.
So
and listen,
why I can't do it directly, I don't know.
we call it the Stone of the Caribbean. So if you go on a cruise, you go in the Caribbean, you find Larimar pieces.
What they charge for this.
Oh. And not even a quarter of the size that you're seeing in the earring, or certainly not even close to. I mean, one of these could be an amazing Larimar ring, would probably be like $500, seriously. You're getting an entire necklace, all that silver work, and first time at that sale price. And the same thing with the beautiful drop earrings. So we do have another, I own these Larimar earrings. I remember we first brought these, not this one, I own the next one we're gonna go to. It's a linear earring. They are spectacular, like a shoulder duster design. They were originally $169.95. They are on sale today for the 70 lucky people, $129.99. And we're also featuring this with 4 monthly flex payments as well. So you can break up your payments over the next 4 months. This is item number 077478. Oh, no, do we show the drop ones? Oh, okay. I teased them. But you can find them on hsn.com, okay? They're the other linear ones that are just absolutely beautiful. Okay, in case you missed out on I would have to say one of the most amazing opportunity buys on lapis ever. It's the necklace that I am wearing, first time ever, at an incredible sale price of $69.98. I certainly hope you had the opportunity to hear the story that Jay was telling us, that be able to get how difficult this quality and this color of beautiful, beautiful lapis it is. It is the real deal. It won't be repeated at that price. When it's gone, yes, you're gonna see more lapis, but mostly in cabochon, not in necklaces. There are a lot of waste in beads. So to be able to do this as a customer pick favorite at a costume jewelry price, I'm not surprised how many hundreds have already been selected. So we'll keep you updated there as we get ready to go into our second hour of our beautiful fall shiny, what is the event called? Fall shiny spectacular?
I have no idea.
Something.
They don't tell me that stuff. I just come here. I keep telling you.